What's good, y'all? This is your boy Blak G 92. Now, for this quick album review, I'm gonna go ahead and do one on Eminem's latest album titled "The Death of Slim Shady," and the word that's in parentheses right next to the title, the main title is "coup de grace." So let me know if I pronounce it correctly in the comment section below. And the album itself is very good. Based on my first two listens, it was everything I kind of expect. More so, almost everything I expected from Eminem album. There's a couple of things I kind of wish it was on there, like maybe a verse from 50 Cent and Dr. Dre. You know what I mean? It would be nice to see that. Maybe have the Alchemist and DJ Muggs contribute to the production on the album, but based on the beats on here thus far, they're very good. And even there's even one. This title, it's like the. Let me see. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's the brand new dance joint. It sounds like it's plucked straight out of the Encore era. I mean, and based on what I see on Wikipedia, it may have been from that session. And if it was, it still sounds fresh after 20 years later. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to give that album a full listen. I heard that album is kind of a mixed bag. Has the highs were at the credible highs, and the lows are the lowest Eminem's ever been as far as career wise. You know what I mean? Aside, which is comparable to Revival. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, what I did like about the album is like Eminem is right into is in his bag the whole entire way. Like he's on the some shady shit, like just talking crazy about everybody and their mama, and plus he sounded like he has some passion in his work, unlike what you may see in a few of his recent work. As like most people have complained about him overusing the rap god flow or him sound like a robot in a sense on a few songs here and there in his recent output. On this one though, kind of dials back on that and put some passion and some emotion behind the verses and such on the album in it, and came out good. And the guests did their thing on there. Jid came with an amazing verse on the track. What's the name of that? What's the name of that song? What's the name of that shit? Oh yeah, Fuel. Of course, got Slide Piper on 2 tracks doing the hook duties. And Skylar Grey, of course. I mean, he stays having Skylar Grey. I guess they have good chemistry. It's when they do a song together. I mean, it would have been nice if he did not have Skylar Grey, but it's not. Then again, you shouldn't expect too much, because if artist has chemistry with another artist, like say a singer or whatever, they're gonna have them on the track. You know what I mean? Yeah. White Gold, who has been doing quite a bit of collaborations with Eminem within the past few releases. So like, oh, okay. Of course, got Big Sean and Baby Tron on one of my favorite tracks on the album, Toby. And that song hits, man. I like the whole Spider-Man metaphor as such. And as I said, being bitten by a spider, being bitten by a goat. You know what I mean? It all ties in together as both Sean and Baby Tron were influenced by Eminem growing up as such, how they became the greats in their respective art as such. And got a feature from Jelly Roll. Like, yeah, the rap Jelly Roll from out of, I forgot what part of Tennessee he's from. I think he's from Memphis or somewhere near Memphis. I'm not exactly sure exactly what part of Tennessee he's from, but he's been doing his rap thing for years. He recently got into country music. You know, he's on the last track on the album. And like I said before, the beats were amazing and the lyrics and the flows are on point. And they like the name drops and the name drops and all the different like jabs he gives at people, especially once he gives to Diddy, which is of course been the consistent thing throughout Eminem's career. Eminem never liked Diddy for some reason, but not even for some reasons. Obviously, like days back in the late '90s when M was on the come up and Diddy represented everything that was wrong with rap back then. The materialistic side of rap, and M came from the underground, and a lot of them felt the same way about Diddy that M felt. But they've done business together, and on a few songs, whatever, on a few Big posthumous joints. That's basically it. That's the extent of their the extent of their business relationship. But other than that, M doesn't fuck with Diddy, so he let his feelings known. And plus, Diddy's losing all these endorsements, and he's facing all these lawsuits and charges left and right. So M is letting it be known how he felt about Diddy all those years. And if I had to give this album a rating, I might do another more in-depth review in the future, but I kind of break down some of the songs. But if I had to give this album a rating, it would be definitely a 4 mics out of 5. I mean, it's definitely not peak Eminem, but it's definitely much better than, say, Revival. And I could probably put it above Kamikaze. I could probably put it above Kamikaze because I did like, even though I did like Kamikaze, I did like Kamikaze. There was a couple songs that could have been left off there, like I think it was the Good Guy song and the Venom track. It did not need to be on there. It should have been on its own little like single release. Then it just threw off the whole vibe of the album. And I seen some people say it was perhaps superior to Music to Be Murdered By. I'm not sure. I mean, I can't really say that for certain, even though I listened to it twice. I will say it might have a slight edge over that too. Again, I'm gonna have to revisit Music to Be Murdered By, both side A and side B, to give a full critique of that. And I do agree with one like Twitter user on there that mentions his best project since Recovery, which I can definitely agree to that because Recovery was an amazing album. You know what I mean? Shit, that was like the second Eminem album I've listened to after Relapse. That I listened to in total, front to back, side to side, and that album stayed in rotation during that summer of 2010. Anyway, back to the rating though. Like, it's a very good album, and if, like I said, if you're not an M hater, then give it a listen, and or if you're someone that's just like good music, hey, give the album a listen. And it has a lot you can choose from. Got a little bit of everything on there. So this your boy Blak G 92 about to sign off. Holla at your boy. Peace.